Good morning, Lemmy.
Good morning, Ruchi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Cyber Safety Saturday.
Yes, happy Cyber Safety Saturday.
All right. The last time we met, we talked about GDPR. And I know you and we both have been working very closely with GDPR. I did want to take some time today to talk a little bit about some things that parents should stop doing.
Yes.
You know, especially for protecting their personal information. And it's while it is connected to GDPR, but I also think it's commonsensical. And the topic of GDPR, even though it implies to or applies to our work more at this moment, but I think it's a good topic to talk about. So I think we should consider this part two of our series from last week.
Yes, and we should clarify that you and I are in the US. We're in the United States. So from the viewpoint of GDPR, and you're going to explain what the acronym of GDPR is in a minute, but from the viewpoint of GDPR, we're talking about what parents need to know, what U.S. parents need to know. Now, if you are a EU in the European Union and you're a parent in the European Union, then basically you definitely want to consult with whatever your laws are there. We're talking about it for U.S. parents and whatever implications that United States parents would need to be aware of, correct?
Yeah. And uh, and yes, there's a regulation. So GDPR is General Data Protection Regulation. It's a long acronym, GDPR. And while it is a regulation and we will have to adhere to it, especially for EU, European Union related data. But at the same time, I also feel that it's fairly I think we all should be aware and conscious and careful about our personal information, even if it is not, regulated by a regulation. So there were a few things that I think our parents should consciously and make a aware effort and stop doing those things. I just wanted to talk about a few things that we do, and I've seen myself do it too. So things like allowing people to get your personal information without inquiring the reason for it. So a lot of times there could be, like when you go to a school, there could be an event where people are asking information about your child. You just trust because you're there at a school and you trust the organization. Well, I'm not saying don't trust the organization. What I'm saying is ask why do they need it instead of just giving away your personal information um, without inquiring what are they going to do with it, why do they need it, what's the reason behind it. So like inquire those versus giving away your email ID or giving away your phone number, because I'm sure we all deal with a lot of spam as well, but things are going beyond spam these days. So that is one thing that as parents we should stop doing. The other thing that we should stop doing, a lot of our parents would probably be members at Parent Teachers Association or Friends of School kind of organizations. We should stop creating kind of duplicative or multiple copies of uh, lists, contact lists, and also stop kind of making it never ending. So because we just keep adding details to a list of parents that are maybe part of an event from 5 years ago, and we just keep adding to that list. I think we are at a point where we need to start kind of cleaning it up and tidying it up and making it specific to the purpose or the event, so that it's not this never-ending list and we have information about people who are probably no longer um, target audience for a particular event or a particular group. And the last thing that I think, and that's more of a common sense, like don't keep your personal information insecure. Like don't put it on USB drives that are not protected. Don't keep it don't keep that USB drive, uh, somewhere where people can take it, and things like that. But that is more, again, like these few things are, yes, they will help us protect our information. They'll help us get a little more prepared from a parent standpoint, when we are creating, events at school, and when we are doing things at schools, it'll help us be better protected. And I know it's GDPR related, but it doesn't matter. We need to be safe, GDPR or no GDPR. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, because now that we are preparing to join the kindergarten, I have to give my email to a lot of people. And so these were the things that were coming to my mind as I am joining the school, and as I'm going to get involved in a lot of activities that I'm really excited for. So yeah, some things as parents to keep in mind on how we as parents, as we are interacting with the different associations at school, as we are interacting with various events, and as we are hosting various events, we should be careful about. I don't know, Lemmy, if you wanted to add something. You're probably on mute, Lemmy, from the share.
Okay, great.
Oh, you're back.
Okay, yes, I put it on mute just because I had some noise distraction here that I didn't want to be distracting, and your wonderful talk. So those are great tips for today.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying there, I know I call it as part 2 GDPR, but it's important, it's commonsensical, whether we have a regulation or not. There are some things that we do need to be aware and careful and keep our eyes open about. Oh, you're on mute again, Lemmy.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I was just agreeing. I was nodding and agreeing, saying that's absolutely correct. Okay, great. Is there anything else you want to add before we sign off? I think those are wonderful tips today.
I did want to mention to all our parents who are listening in, thank you for your time and support. I also wanted, please let us know if there's anything specific that you would want us to research and dig in, and anything that you'd want us to talk about in future. We'd love to get to hear from you. We'd love to get suggestions. Please like and subscribe. We love doing it here, and I'm hoping, and we'd love to hear back from you. So let's keep the communication going.
Yes, let's keep the communication going, and like and subscribe below. And also, we will have a special guest for you soon. We're not going to tell you who, but we are planning on bringing in some special guests in the industry. So enjoy your weekend, parents, and thank you very much. Thanks, Ruchi.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Mm-hmm.